Hey there. Wow, we got a crazy week 2. That's right. There were a lot of there was a lot of crazy things going on this week, especially for multiple injuries throughout the NFL. But this is the AFC South channel and we are going to talk about the AFC South. And I mean seriously. My God. Did we had a big game. And I'm still proud to be a Titans fan even though it was this close. Believe me. Let's start off with this game, by the way. That's right. I thought the Titans had this under control, but then the Jaguars, they came roaring back, ready to scratch us. I felt so mad why our defense is. It didn't take me long to see that Kevin Byard was injured. Believe me, I did not realize it until then. I was extremely mad. But hey, at least we got the win. And Stephen Groskowski, he stepped up. He finally stepped up. Sure there was one miss, but still we got lucky. And of course there was that Harold Landry interception at the end there. Man. Though the real star was Ryan Tannehill. He was the player of the week on this game. Maybe even this week's MVP if they don't announce Ryan Tannehill. Because he scored 4 touchdowns this game. 4 touchdowns. My guy. He really stepped up this game. Though Gardner Minshew was a pretty good one. He had 3 touchdowns but only 2 interceptions. One of which was caused by Titans rookie cornerback Christian Fulton. Though the defense was terrible, Fulton, congratulations on your first interception. And of course, we should also be congratulating the Tennessee Titans for starting 2-0 for the first time since 2008. That was the year we made the playoffs. Believe me. I'm proud to be a Titans fan. I still am, always will. Anyways, now let's move on to the other games. I want to start off with the Colts and the Vikings since they were at the same time as the Titans and as the Jaguars and Titans. My God! Minnesota Vikings screwed up this week. I was extremely mad about that. Kirk Cousins had 3 interceptions this game. My God. At least some Colts players got injuries. Paris Campbell, their rook, and Malik Hook, their safety. But still, oh my God. Either the Colts are bouncing back, or the Vikings are really weak. They're no longer the team they were a year ago. It's like the 49ers gave them the same virus the Titans had when the Ravens beat them in 2008. But who knows? I feel sorry for the Vikings. But not this week. But we're focusing on week 2 right now. Anyways, it was a big game. Phillip Rivers, Jonathan Taylor. It was amazing. The Colts offense managed to bypass the Vikings defense. Jonathan Taylor, congrats on your big game yet. But Phillip Rivers, my God, Phillip Rivers. He's finally starting to act like his usual self. Anyways, the Colts won 28-11. And are now tied with the Jaguars for second place, but the Jaguars own second place because they beat them week 1. Now let's focus on the Houston Texans. My God! I knew the Ravens were going to destroy them, but big time. It was... My God, at least David Johnson did good at Kansas City. Where was that in Houston? The Ravens really stepped up. They won 33-16. The Ravens defense had Deshaun Watson's number. Lamar Jackson was running high. And then, of course, there was this surprise touchdown by Mark Ingram. I mean, seriously. Just when they were going either field goal or punt return, I don't know what is. Anyways, Mark Ingram faked them out and ran all the way for that touchdown. My God. That is a good example on how to shut down an AFC South team. I hope that doesn't happen to us, believe me. And Deshaun Watson, my God, you really had a very terrible game. Everyone tried their hardest, but hey, they were able to keep Lamar Jackson from scoring multiple touchdowns. Unless, of course, they're rushing. But yeah. And that's how the Houston Texans went 0-2. My God. We are seeing a crazy AFC South. Now, this is kind of because there were some injuries along the way, and I hope we are ready for this. Believe me, I do not want to be the ones to give the Minnesota Vikings their first win of the season. That's right. Titans, who are 2-0, are going to Minnesota next week to take on the winless Vikings. And we're still working out some injuries. Remember A.J. Brown? He didn't make the game against the Jaguars. And it could take weeks. Especially now that Kevin Byard during the game, my God. We definitely need a plan. People. Believe me, I do not want the Titans to be the ones to give the Vikings their first win of the season. I do not want that. But even if they lose, they still control the AFC South for the moment. But I do not want that to happen. I want this victory. And then, of course, the Houston... But before that game, we also have Miami. We also have the Jacksonville Jaguars hosting the Miami Dolphins. And I'm pretty sure after losing to the Titans, the Jaguars are going to come back strong. Strong Thursday night. Yeah, they're going to come back strong, but so will Miami. They lost to Buffalo 31-28, so I'm pretty sure. But the Jaguars have the more offense and defense ready players. So yeah, as much as I want to root for Miami, the Jaguars are too strong for them. Sorry if I have to offend Miami Dolphins fans. I'm very sorry. But I'm afraid this is not a game you can win. No, not a chance. Next up, we have the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New York Jets. And believe me, I want to say this is an easy victory for the Colts. But it could go either way. The Jets knocked off 4 players from the San Francisco 49ers before they lost. My God. Either the Jets' defense is that good, or are the 49ers just terrible? Believe me, I say the Jets defense only got lucky, but unlucky enough because the 49ers still won that game. So, yeah, I still think the Colts might win this one, but there may be some casualties. I hope there are casualties that can knock them out long enough for at least the Tennessee Titans to play them in their home stadium. But that's not for a long time. So anyway, yeah, we got the Colts facing the Jets, but we also got the Houston Texans heading to Pittsburgh next week to take on the Steelers. And the Steelers are tough. That's right, tougher than ever. They have Big Ben back, and they are looking very strong. That defense knocked Denver Broncos starting quarterback Drew Lock out for the next 2 weeks. And you don't want to face the Pittsburgh Steelers with a cruddy roster, believe me. Or a cruddy record, for that matter. I mean, the Pittsburgh Steelers gave the Texans their first victory of the season. I would laugh at them. But I still have to think Pittsburgh Steelers may win this one. So my projections for next week: Titans over Vikings, Jaguars over Dolphins, Colts over Jets, and the Steelers over the Texans. Sorry, folks. I still have faith our boys, the Titans, are going to win. But I gotta say the only AFC South team that's going to lose is the Houston Texans because the Colts and Jaguars are lucky enough to get easy opponents. Though who knows? Maybe I get proven wrong. Anyways, this is my week 2 review and week 3 predictions. See you next time.